Springs. Yeah, different view here. Nobody's here. It just rained. It's kind of sprinkling right now. I think I'll be alright. Maybe. Yeah, because I remember it was November. I started doing this in the evening. I didn't do it for a long time. Of course, it's raining again. Oh man, I always see how far I get with this. No wonder nobody's here. Oh man, I'm gonna get rained out. Yeah, there's rain over there. Son of a bitch. Okay, wet in the rain. You don't know how long it's gonna go. Yeah, you don't know if it's gonna sprinkle or if it's got a downpour. I'm out there on the beach. Pain in the ass. Yeah, this is all abandoned. It's like a crime spree or a crime scene. So yeah, connecting to the Archon energies. I might just go back out there. Screw it. Yeah, it's not just I might get soaked, but yeah, the Archon energies I've been picking up on, like the temple. It's kind of like a Mormon. Go to your well, the energy of it. Yeah, screw it. I'm not on the beach yet. You don't want to be out there when it starts to downpour. Well, if I die here. Jeez. Oh my God. Yeah, there's a downpour out on the beach. It gets kind of muddy. Yeah, I'm getting distracted here and there. Yeah, it should be okay. I should have brought an umbrella. Go back to, yeah, I'm digressing a little bit. Yeah, the Archon energies, it's like was it the Latter-day Saints when they come to your house? The Jehovah's Witnesses, I think it's the same thing, right? It's very similar to that, where it's trying to sell you a program. Of course, imagine other people have connected to that, but it's also the simplicity of a lot of it, which is kind of funny. It's similar to like a Nintendo, like I get 1980s Nintendo, where you have the graphics. It's kind of basic. You know, but still challenging, right? And that's a lot of the programming here in society. You know, it's kind of like it's not Pong. Maybe some people have a program. I know it sounds weird, but you know, it's part of the programming. It's not everybody, but you know, it's a good analogy, I can say. And of course, some are not strong enough or even want to fight it off. You know, because a lot of this, yeah, it doesn't mean everyone has to. Well, they're given a chance to break free, know more about themselves. You know, grow up. Some don't want to grow up. Want to stay, be a Toys R Us kid and stay in the Matrix. But I feel like that you know, because like connecting to, you know, people that are, you know, trying to evolve, you know, and you run into someone like that, someone that's in an NPC that connects to someone that is here to evolve. Yeah, now the rain's finally cooling down. Maybe. I'm not sure what's over there. A lot of this is coming from the hurricane. So, at least that's my vibe on it. Yeah, I don't know if anything's coming from that direction. It's hard to say. Yeah, that looks kind of, I can't tell if that's rain or not, or just getting dark. Find out soon enough. It's sun's out. But like an NPC connecting to someone that's working to evolve, and then turns it down. You can see themselves kind of retracting. It's kind of like you're going against your own growth, and you kind of, I don't know, it's like they're kind of like a record player kind of skipping same song over and over again, something along those lines. So, and because a lot of challenges obviously are on their way, and I would say some, it's kind of like the floods are coming in, before the ark, takes off or whatever. You find your ground before whatever hell is on its way. It hasn't quite showed itself, but it feels like the energy of it feels like, we're preparing for what's to come. I don't know what that's. Nobody knows anything. It's slower than freaking is. Rainbow. That's cool. Yeah, it's slow. I'm glad I almost left here. I almost left all of it. Man, I'm glad I didn't do that. I almost retreated. I didn't want to, but I didn't think it was gonna last long, but it was hard to tell. You never know with these things. It's cool seeing the beach dead like this. It's cool, something different. It's hard to, all this happening here is hard to get, for the brain to think, all these distractions, especially like with work and everything, cutting that cord. And that's been like next week could be a better week. This week is kind of like a heavy. Of course, it's funny how it's the end of the month. And once you cut the cord for work, it seems like things get lighter. Because basically the old energies, the old timelines are being sliced. And there might be some remnants here and there of the old timeline, but basically things need to change, right? But also, you get a view of like the past too, if you need to, why certain things happen, and how some like retract and don't evolve and get eaten and pulled into the system, wherever it's coming. It's kind of like so this whole thing about, not to be perfect, but this whole thing about moving forward energetically, it's like you're like jumping from what is it, can't think of the word, lily pad to lily pad, kind of like that. And it's just helping you, as things start to change here, and you can handle what's the I don't know, you just get the signal of preparedness, basically energetic preparedness, and so on. Of course, many need to go through whatever the hell is on its way, but it feels like a dark wave is definitely on its way. Where the government shutdown is part of it. Food stamp stuff's going to end at the end of the week. Not good there. That's fucked up. But they have to, they want the pain to be seen out there. So they mean business. So I'm not sure why that's happening, but whatever. I'm not getting involved with the logistics of it, but we're going through. It's November. November is like a slow change. Not too. I don't know. Before we're going to think. I don't know. Anything can go. Because like October 1st, I felt something. I think that's when I got a car situation and all that. I can't remember now. I was going through some the car sitting in the work went away, and it's like, what the fuck? So it was like cutting all these cords before transformation begins, So because we're definitely in it's like battened out of the hatches type. It really is. It's like, it feels like just getting on high ground as the world turns. So I just say it's gonna be a world war or whatever it's gonna come. No, that's definitely not. But you do feel the tides are changing though. The frequency is definitely different. Yeah, where is everybody? Yeah, sundown and nobody's here. Yeah, getting close to the water. Yeah, I was definitely on my way out of here. I don't know if there's anything coming from that direction. That's hard to tell. Is it just getting dark over there? Or is that all rain? Fuck. Time to run. I can't tell. I don't think it could be. Actually, it probably is. I can't tell. Find out soon enough. I'm not out here enough to, or pay attention enough. But either way, yeah, the Archon temple, the energy, yeah, the brainwashing. Of course, yeah, there's different levels of it too. Level A, I would say, is like the top of the major mind control. It's just NPC all the way, and it's up to the soul to decide for that. But you know, it's like a kid in a garden. I mean, it's like those that can disconnect from it and choose not to, and just get swallowed up by whatever the hell it is. Yeah, it's like as I'm going through those Archon attacks and everything, it's kind of like join us, you know, be part of our system, you know, become more MP. It was kind of like that, which is never going to happen. Even the places I go to, it's kind of like going to where the NPCs are and also putting energies out there to you know, to break it down, the siren frequency, and so on. So, you know, going against the system. And yeah, just at least one of the brainwashing factories that's out there. So, you know, it's just, yeah, it's pretty intense. Of course, you know, obviously a lot of people need to go through it. But there's others that can jump ship from that and really find, yeah, it's like now's the time to find yourself if you can. I mean, you're not going to be perfect, but at least you're on the path of it. You don't have to know everything. I mean, there's always jealousy of somebody's going, yeah, whatever. It just, at least you're unlocking pulling all this stuff out of your energy field. That's, you know, there's no rush for it. It's frustrating because you want to clear it all out, but it doesn't work that way because it's so interconnected to you through past lives and everything. You can't just disconnect, you know, right away. It just doesn't work that way. Nothing does. So like you go to college, right? You know, it's like you feel like you just do it all in one semester. No, you have to, like, what, 4 years, 5 years, 10 years. It's the same damn thing. You're just reversing. You're unhooking. You know. So I'm not gonna get too close. Everybody's down there. That's good. Not sure if that's rain or not. Maybe it's not. So, yeah, it definitely feels like, you know, because let's put it this way also. It's like you're getting to higher ground for whatever the hell is coming here. And enough of those that are, you know, in a safe spot, then the changes start to occur. So there's really no set timeline. But it seems like we're on the way of unhooking a lot of energies. I mean, I'm hooking my work situation and, you know, letting that fall into the sea and just whatever else that needs to go. So, you know, I feel like we're going through a major awakening soon. We're kind of going through ones now, right? But I feel like we're going through some major ones, and that means Earth change. Not Earth changes. The Earth's going to stay, but, you know, culture changes, society changes. Yeah, because Earth's not going to have a whole shift. No, we got to figure ourselves out a little bit better, become a little bit more aligned for that to happen. There's going to be some changes here and there, floods and things like that. Yeah, that's inevitable, but yeah, was it next year? That's good. This year, we're gonna see the beginning stages, and we're kind of seeing it now with the shutdown. Little things here and there, just little shutdowns. It's little, but it's kind of big. It's big if you're getting affected by it, but it's also and a lot of people are on that. I mean, government workers, some of them have been like dead energy, you know, some of them are just not doing anything with their lives and all of that, so you gotta cut that frequency. Those are living off the food stamp stuff, a lot of them are just leeching off of it, not doing anything. I mean, not everyone, but you know, there's a lot of that, cut the fat energy. So yeah, and you know, it's a sign of things to come. So that, at least that one's right in our face. Venezuela, that seems to be kind of still in the background. That's still have a quiet energy. So what's, yeah, it's funny how nobody's like, that's all the hotels and stuff are down there. Condos and Illuminati's over there, I guess. I guess they're over there too, but anyway. So yeah, there's something else, I can't think of what it was. But yeah, there's like different, I talk about the NPCs, some of them are like at the high level. And you kind of dilute over time, you become a bit more spiritual, of course it's still part of their vices and so on. That's always going to happen. But you know, for those that can disconnect, yeah, they're not doing it. They're going to go through some rough changes. Yeah, they're going to, whatever. Yeah, the world's going to just do its thing. It's like, you know, you had your chance to jump out, you know, moving, and you didn't do it. So it's like doors are closing, the ship is going out to sea. So we'll just have to, yeah. I think I've been saying that for a while now, but I think I'm feeling it more. Yeah, it's still some time, but not a whole lot. But it feels like it's been a couple of years in the making. Like 2023, around that time was kind of like a time of a shift, and now we're coming into like, we're seeing more of it coming in soon. You know, it's been going on for a while, and those that want to be part of the system, some are just better off being part of the system, and others are too ignorant, arrogant, you know, can't get out of their way, you know, to sort of put their tail and, you know, just like being part of the system, basically. There's different versions of that too, you know, the NPC energies, there's different, because some do it just, yeah, once again, they just enjoy it, but at least they're open to they can switch out, but, you know, they're not holding on to it for dear life, and there's others that are just living it like it's a religion. So that's the other thing about the Archon energy is definitely, the mind control is definitely like a religion, just in the system of control, and it just, you know, and let's see, there's something else. I might be not able to bring it up here. That's why I felt there was more things to say, but I'm probably being blocked to. I got not to go too much further with it. But the Nintendo thing was kind of funny. What do you think? I mean, Nintendo, like the 80s, I feel like the 80s version for some reason. The software, you know, the base, you know, kind of like the cheesy graphics, but it's kind of complex, sort of, you know, it has this little, you know, you're doing your thing and all that. And that's a lot of the mind control that's very similar to that. You know, basic, you know, like you're into sports, that's all I fucking do. It's like, go to work, watching sports, not a whole lot happening there. You know, and just, yeah, very basically living life. And so if you're breaking out of the system, the NPC stuff, it's like, yeah, I wouldn't call it using the cheat codes, but you're like breaking through a wall, and, you know, you're going against you're hacking it. You're finding a way out. Or yeah, maybe you find like for everybody it's different. This whole system is all, you know, your escape of it, your breakthrough, energetic breakthrough, it's different for it. So it's not like you can have a cheat code for everybody. But it's like you're in the game, but then a door opens. It's not for others, but it's for you to escape, you know, see things differently and so on. It's just designed for everyone differently. And of course, it's a rough patch too. Oh, that was the other thing. Yeah, the Archon stuff I've been going against the mind. I'm going against all the mind control stuff. And when you look at it from a battle point of view, it makes sense. You go against the system and all that. If you look at it from a life point of view, what the hell are you going with? What the fuck are you doing? Go from an NPC point of view, what the fuck are you doing with this shit? But if you look at it from a going against the system, spiritual war, it all makes sense. Yeah, it's like and of course they're seeing how it operates, they're seeing how it controls others. I mean, I learned a lot from it. It's pretty gross actually, but it's also very simplistic too, but very menacing in its simplicity. Like those that are deep in their belief systems. It's still very simplistic, but very ironclad. Even you go and get someone in their sports team or something, they go psycho on you. It's that kind of shit. So yeah, I just feel like we're in the beginning of the fall season's changing. Now it's getting darker. And also, I could say reality is November. I don't know, anytime in November. I don't know. Things can get wild at any time now, especially going into the new month. We're not out of the woods, not at all. No, this whole week can go crazy, easily. I'm talking about just on the main timeline point of view. It can get out of control, out of nowhere. Because it's going into the new month too, so why not, right? Not just for the sake of doing it, just for the sake of life changes and all that. Like I said, it's like, I'm not sure if this is a time period for that, the floods are coming in, but then again, the hurricane's out there. It's going to hit Jamaica. It looks pretty, it's not going to be pretty. And whatever else is coming, that's like the sign of what's to come, I would say, but it was like this week into November, anything can go. Definitely. It's just, it feels like whatever needs to happen. I mean, it doesn't mean the aliens are going to appear, but we're going to go through some rough changes coming soon. So, all right, I'll let it go.